Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is John Gilliland. I'm from Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, but I live here in Lörrach, Germany. I want to tell you a story about how God saved my life and changed my life. Um, as every other, American in the South, I grew up in the church with my family, and as I got saved at a young age, but I really didn't know what I was doing. And as I got older, I started playing a lot of sports, like baseball, basketball. I started baseball when I was 4 years old, basketball when I was 6. And, I didn't have any Christian friends in my area because my church was an hour away. I didn't really have access to get to church at all. So, I was just going through the motions, kind of just going to church just to go because my family was going. I really didn't understand what I had done. And like I said, I was going through the motions and then, I went to a Christian camp, in 2003. Yes, 2003. It's a student life camp in Mount Bethel, Pennsylvania. And I just remember praying in that week, hey, God, for me to believe this, I want to be able to see you. Show me you so I can actually believe this and follow you. And a couple of days later, his raw presence just filled up the room. Just his presence and I just could feel it. It was like he punched me in the chest. And from that day, I was 16 years old at the time, and that's when I truly believed that I accepted Christ into my life as my Lord and Savior, and I knew what I was doing. And I was asking my mom to drive me to church every day, not every day, but Wednesday and Sunday, just to hang out and just get some Christian fellowship. That's so important. That I was lacking, and she would do it. She was going, and I started spending time with God, spending time in the Word, and then basketball season started, and God started taking that back seat like He had for a long time in my life before, and it got bad again. I started going through the motions, because I had God first. I had basketball first in my life and not God. And my parents got divorced, and I went from Washington, D.C. to Tallahassee, Florida. And, I wanted to get out of Florida so bad. I didn't like it whatsoever. So I was still going through the motions. I would go to church on Wednesday, Sunday, still do the American Christian thing. And then I graduated high school in Tallahassee, and then I went to Lincoln Memorial University in Harrogate, Tennessee. And I told myself, hey, I will not be a statistic. I will not be, one of those Christians that gets left behind and fall off and just, just be off. Well, I walked on the team at the university. I was all in. I was going hard. Went back going through the motions, and I just felt something was missing in my life, and something was missing, and I was trying to chase it. But I was feeling it with the world. I was feeling it with drugs, alcohol. I got addicted to both things, and I got eventually kicked out of school. I kicked off the team for one, kicked out of school. I was furious with God, and I decided, hey, I'm going to forget you, God. I'm going to run far away. I had to go back to Tallahassee where I didn't want to do it. And I was still in the world. I was just living for myself, but nobody else. I wasn't living for God. And then January 1st, 2009, I had just turned January 1st, 2009. And that's when I decided to stop drinking and stop doing drugs. And I woke up my mom and I said, hey, I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm ready to come back. I'm done. Just help me, please. And got sober. I haven't touched a single drop of alcohol since 2009. And that 1 year, from 2009 to 2010, I really just strength. I prayed. I went back to church. I tried to surround myself with that godly community, and I rededicated myself in 2010 to Christ. And I started serving in my church. Using basketball as a way to talk about Jesus at my church. And then in 2012, News Release came to my church, and the first thing that said, "Hey, I'm a missionary in Europe. I tell people about Jesus and play basketball." And I was like, "Hey, I want to do what you do." And he said, "Good. I want you on my team." And it's 2012 that happened, and I prayed to God, said, "Hey, if this is what you want me to do, I will play for you. I will do this only for you and not for myself, because I could care less if I ever play basketball again." And when I gave up chasing basketball and chasing Jesus, that's when my life began. And I've been here in Europe with a News Release, and I've been living here in Europe for a long time. I go around the world now to proclaim Jesus through basketball, and I absolutely love it. I would love to talk to you more about my testimony, dig really deep. Hey, please feel free to hit me up, and I would love to talk to you. But that's who I am, John Gilliland. I live here in Lörrach, Germany. Tschüss.